Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members of the Patreons, make sure to subscribe and let's take a look on the coolest tanks that were added. Let's try to mention every single one of them, but I'm gonna talk about the main ones in my opinion that are the coolest ones. This is the craziest tank I ever saw in the US Tech 3. I mean, this is a wannabe Abrams basically, right? I mean, it's an M60 that is completely changed to be on trying to be on par with an M1. That's what it is basically, right? So yeah, the armor is completely different. I don't know if this is the armor that's supposed to be here, but it's very similar to like the normal M60s, but the turret is completely different. It's basically the turret of the M1A1, right? So it's, oh my god, this tank is really weird, really. Look at the ammunition that this thing can actually take. The M829A1, man, and it's a 10.0 tank. This is crazy. I mean, of course, the armor will be very easy to penetrate. I mean, this thing will be one-shotted a lot of times. And it does have a stronger engine than the normal M60s. The coolest part is that it is basically the elongation here to the M60, right? So, as you see, I'm researching like this the MBT and the XM over here, so I will start to go to this very soon, and I cannot wait to actually get this tank just to play around together with the striker and stuff. So very cool tank. Let's take a look on the test drive to actually try to see how it performs. Actually, I want to see the mobility of this thing because it's kind of it's a heavy tank for the engine that it has. It's like, look at this thing, man. It's like a mini Abrams, or like a squished Abrams or something. I don't know. It does have a very good thermal system. It doesn't have the commander sighting system, but that's okay. Of course, that was a big explosion. Of course, it has laser rangefinders, which are very good. And you can destroy targets very easily. You have some machine guns. Let's take a look at the mobility of this thing. Oh my god, you expect it to be fast and then it's slow. And it's not even like, it's not even that slow for an M60. It really isn't. But the thing is that you expect to be fast. This is the weirdest tank I ever seen, man. It's like, it's so weird. In the US Tech 3 at least, it's such a weird tank. But it's very cool. I cannot wait to actually play with this thing. It really is a cool tank. So yeah, let's move on because I don't want the video to be too long. The Germans actually got a new AA system. Not gonna show too much about it, but where is it? I always forget to add these things. Zersturer or something like that. So yeah, basically it has a lot of 30 millimeters. Let me just test drive these just to see the 30 millimeters firing, because it is kind of crazy. So yeah, like when you are in the battle, it kind of closes up a little bit so that it can actually be a little bit more protected. Oh my god, this sounds amazing. I completely miss everything. But yeah, it's a Panzer IV, so it's pretty mobile, and it has these 30 millimeters. Oh my god, this sounds amazing. It's so cool, man. So nothing too crazy, but it is a pretty interesting AA system. It's 6.0, so it's kind of high, but I mean, with the guns that he has, I mean, what are these guns anyway? Mark 103s. Oh my god, yes, these are very good guns. Then we have two Soviet tanks, very cool. We have the T80 UD finally, with its diesel engine. It has a 6-cylinder diesel engine that produces 1,000 horsepower. So yeah, let's just hop right into it. Let me just show the ammunition. Yeah, he only uses the sphere, I think this is the one, and then the BM42. So nothing too crazy, just the Mongol round. Nothing like these vignettes or anything like that. And that's why it's using a lower BR, right? And I imagine, yeah, it doesn't have thermals as well. So it's not the tank that I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like an 11 point something premium, but it's not. Because of the mobility and, of course, the cannon, and why my FPS is so low. And of course, the ammunition and everything like that. It makes it a very, very low BR tank, which is pretty alright actually. Of course, very good. Of course, same reverse speed as any like normal diesel engine. But the forward speed is pretty alright, it's not bad. Like, you can feel it that it's a little bit more sluggish, but it's not by much. And I mean, it's contact 5 at 10.0. That's amazing. I think I fixed the FPS. And then we have the ZSU-23-4M4, the new SHILKA, with its new radar, very cool, iglas, and the new system to cool the cannons. That shouldn't be a thing in the game. I don't think you will feel it in any way. But yeah, nothing too crazy in the modifications, but let's take a look on the test drive as well. Very, very cool AA system. I think it's one of the coolest ones now. The system is starting on. And of course, I love the shook. I mean, look at the sound of this thing. Good. And then, of course, my god, this takes a while to warm it up. But yeah, you do have manpads. Of course, it's only 3 of them, which is kind of sad, but I guess it's alright. I mean, it's still something. Where is it? Where is the new aircraft? Very, very cool, guys. So yeah, the radar, of course, it's still the same type of radar that you see in the normal SHILKA, but it is a little bit more modern, okay? So very, very cool, man. This is, oh my god, I love the SHILKA. I always love this thing. Just destroys everything, right? Heavily mobile missile as well. So very, very cool tank. Really, really cool AA system. Let's move on to other tanks. I don't want this video to be too long, so some of them I'm just going to go over it. We have the Fox. Finally, the Fox is here. I just want to see the mobility of this thing. And let me just take a look. It's a 7.0 vehicle, so it's quite the high BR, but it penetrates 100 millimeters at 10 meters with the gun. It's 30 millimeters, so let's just try to drive around and shoot a little bit. I promise the premiums we're not gonna take too much time on to it, but yeah, very mobile as you see. Very low firing gun, as it should, kinda. I mean, it's like this in real life, but it's a very fast tank. And of course you can scout vehicles and stuff, but it's not gonna penetrate too much. Let's, come on, Jesus. Let's try to be fast about this. So yeah, it is pretty fast. Let's see the speed that we can get in this thing. I think I saw a guy that actually bought one of these to actually drive around in the city once and did a video about it. I mean, it's fast, man. 90 kilometers per hour. And trying to maintain the speed until the next. I mean, I'm doing a turn at 95 kilometers per hour. Not even like normal cars can do this sometimes. I mean, it's not really a big turn, but still. So yeah, very cool little tank, man. I'm still waiting for my Scorpion that I really want, but I guess it's alright. Japan got the new premium tank, of course. Where is it? The Fuji. As you see, pretty much the same as the other ones. GM33, nothing too crazy. The Chinese received the ZBD-04, a BMP-3 basically for the Chinese. Very similar to it. It's a lot bigger, and there are some differences here and there, but yeah, it has APF SDS, as you see, and it has an ATGM launched by the main gun. So very cool tank. The Italians, of course, got the Centauro RGO, the new tank from Oman. So very, very cool, the new Centauro. If you want to buy it, I mean, it's just a normal Centauro, as you see with the 120. Nothing too different. The French, we have a new AA system over here, the VTT DCA. Didn't have time to research this thing, but the French tech tree, but still little tank with the M2s on top of it. We have the Christian 2, which is a Leopard 2A4 that basically got modernized a little bit. Nothing too crazy. It is still an STRV 121, so as you see, it doesn't change much. And then, of course, the last tank that we're going to talk about, the Ramsego, or whatever, how is pronounced. So it's basically a Merkava Mark III that has the Ramsego APS system. So it is different. I'm gonna see if the missile actually kind of gives any idea like how it like does anything, but it's supposed to automatically turn the turret to the target and deploy smoke, but I don't think that's something that we will be able to test it out today. But still, it is pretty much only that, so it doesn't have an active APS or anything like that. It's just basically a laser warning system. So yeah, hopefully they add this thing with the proper system and it's like a way for you to actually be able to turn it on and turn it off, because it's kind of, I mean, the whole point of this tank is to have that system, and then it's just a normal laser warning system. It's kind of sad, to be honest, but yeah, of course, laser warnings, thermals, just in the gunner, but still just a very high tier Merkava. Let's take a look on the BR of it. I think it's like 11.0. Let me just check, and we wrap it up the video. Yeah, 11.0. So these are the tanks. Nothing too crazy. I think the Challenger 2, if I'm not mistaken, is getting a new model onto it. I don't know if it's different or not. I don't know. I cannot tell. Tell me if you can. I think it's a bit different. This thing, I mean, might be a little bit different. I don't know. Might be the Challenger 1. I really don't know what version, but they talked about it in the live stream. But still, anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.